Hey everybody, welcome to Mighty Modern. I'm Corbin and this is Bogles, and also this is a mulligan. Need a boggle in your deck to make it work. That's a 6 with no lands. Turns out I also need lands. I guess really we're playing a combo deck. You need creatures and you need lands. Spells and lands. So let's see if our opponent decides to mulligan as well. Thinking about it. Alright, they kept. I'm going to, however, continue mulliganing. Keeping it. Temple Garden on the bottom, please. Alright, because I just bought in that Temple Garden, I don't want to shuffle here. I'm going to play the Glade Cover Scout. We may as well slightly improve our next draw step, right? This hand is actually, like, not the worst for what we had to do here. Tron, huh? Okay. So given that our opponent, like, probably just isn't going to interact much, and because we mulliganed a lot, I'm actually just going to play the Core Spirit Dancer here. Because it allows us to start getting some cards back next turn, which we're going to need. We lose to All Is Dust. Oh, it's Blue Tron. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll Cartouche our guy here. Draw a card. He's just thinking about whether or not he wants to counter it, I suppose. Spatial Contortion. No, that's fine, whatever. That guy dies, but we get a card out of it, which is what we wanted. I would like to use that ability. Oh, perfect. Okay, well. There's only so much we can do here, but we have played out entire hand on turn 3. Kind of like our deck last week. Alright, we'll get on in there with Hexproof guy. We got this Vigilance Warrior. So he may have All His Dust. All His Dust would destroy us. But that's just always going to be true, so. Oh good, and he's actually not near Tron either. And we can go ahead and cash this in. Okay. Well, that's a magic card. Alright, let's play out this Boggle. You know, maybe there's some merit to just holding everything back in case he board wipes. With Ugin or All His Dust or Oblivion Stone or whatever. Or man, that's annoying, okay. But the reason I'm doing it is because we don't have a lot going on, and he doesn't have all of his mana right now. So I actually just want to put power on the board, even if it's just 1/1s. You know, getting in for what we did here, the 5 damage we got in for, is sort of relevant. And adding that 6 point of power would mean he was dead in 2 turns to our current board instead of 3. Of course, he's got the Treasure Mage now. It doesn't really matter, but I think that the reasoning there was solid. Platinum Angel, okay. Cannot cast that one, unfortunately. Not yet, anyways. Oh, we can play out a Spirit Dancer, get in with our 3/3. Oh, he's still 3 mana away from Platinum Angel. And we're not dead to Platinum Angel, we have paths in the deck. We can, well, he's probably, if he gets to Platinum Angel, we're probably in trouble regardless, but. If we just draw a white source here and get to load up our Daybreak Coronet on our guy, that would be pretty good. He doesn't have Tron. He's still got a million cards, though, so that's a thing. I'd say it's possible that, you know, if we have Daybreak Coronet on our guy, he has Platinum Angel. He can't lose the game, but we could gain enough life that maybe he doesn't kill us either. Alright, well, let's play out the Boggle. Let's attempt to play the Daybreak Coronet. Don't think it's going to resolve here. So okay, it's gonna get spell whatevered, spell contorted, or oh, it's just gonna repeal our guy. Sure, that actually doesn't really matter. Wow, is this actually gonna resolve? Be great. It did. Okay. See, this is if that Boggle would have resolved a turn earlier, he'd actually be in a worse spot now. I could throw. I'm fine throwing away a guy. Whatever. If he wants to chump block, he takes 2 damage, and if he doesn't want to chump block and he wants to eat one of our 1/1s, who cares? He goes to 1 that way. It means he's dead to the Boggles next turn. So this actually is pretty good. I think that our whole play 1/1 strategy worked out pretty well. Of course, we also have a 6/6 First Strike Vigilance, Lifelink, Hexproof. That's pretty good too. Yeah, okay, this is what I thought. We just get in 2 free damage this play. Okay, well, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. If he has a land, he has 6, so we really want to be able to kill him next turn. 6, Worm Coil. Okay. It's a magic card. Can I kill him anyways? I can play a Cartouche here, and then an Ethereal for each enchantment. Yeah, I think he's just dead. That Ethereal Armor was a pretty clutch draw. He may not be dead. I'll have to do math here in a second, but I think he'll be dead. Alright, so if he blocks the 7, he takes 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, crud, he's not going to die. If he blocks here, he dies though, so we still get to swing with everything. We have First Strike there and First Strike there and enough power to kill the... Oh, we have First Strike. He's dead anyways. He doesn't get to gain life off his Worm Coil. Sweet. So yes, that Ethereal Armor was in fact very clutch. Great. Okay. Let's sideboard against Blue Tron here. Gaddock Teague seems great, as a matter of fact. Stony Silence also seems pretty good. Path to Exile, we don't want to cut him because he has Platinum Angel. We cut Spirit Dancers. Don't really want to go in on Spirit Dancers just to watch him get repealed. That was pretty good. We mulled to like 5 there. It was great. Get rid of a Spider Umbra. And a Cartouche. Don't think we have to worry about... I think that's the worst of our 1-mana enchantments. Spirit Mantle is actually pretty decent to keep because it means we can go through a Worm Coil on turn 6. Yeah, we mulled to 5 and we got there. It worked out great. And this hand's pretty sweet too. Turn 1 Boggle, turn 2 Gaddock Teague. I think I can just fetch basics here, but we'll just whatever. Probably doesn't matter. Boggle deployed. Probably just going to slam Gaddock Teague next turn. In fact, I'm most certainly going to slam it now that he has... Oh no. Well, that makes things a lot more difficult. Not unwinnable, but difficult. Given that he's showing Tron, I definitely need to play the Gaddock Teague here. It was very good against him for what it's worth. Very, very good. He can play Worm Coils and Platinum Angels still, but it turns off a lot of his other cards. Of course, the Chalice of the Void turns off a lot of ours, so now we know to board in Natural State. I don't know if I was supposed to expect that or not, but at least we still get to cast a Spirit Mantle here. Well, we get to try. Okay, Rancor's not going to work. I will try the Spirit Mantle. Now, I think the deck plays like Spell Burst or something, which is an X mana cost spell. So is Repeal, actually. So those are 2 cards you can't play. Look at that. We got there. I don't think there's anything that blows me out for attacking with Gaddock Teak here. Alright, so we get in for 4. We do another card we can't play, but that is what it is. What is this? Thirst for Knowledge. Well, that's one you can cast, and that's a pretty good one. Well, we have some good cards in play. We have good draws on our deck too. Next turn we have 4 lands, so if we miss, we can crack the Horizon Canopy and still be able to play a 2-drop. So yeah, he discarded Epiphany, the Drown Yard, and Condescend was the one I was thinking. Spellburst is also a card they play sometimes, but yeah, Gaddock Teak, pretty good against Condescend. Sad Robot, okay. I guess we can't attack with Gaddock Teak anymore. Okay, well that was a pretty good one. He tapped out. We get to play Daybreak Coronet. Get in for 5. Kills him in 3 turns. It's pretty relevant. Now the fact he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana next turn is also pretty relevant, unfortunately. I guess I didn't need to get Temple Garden there. I probably could have just got a basic. But given that we're going to crack the Horizon Canopy, I want to have access to as many colors. And we have the Daybreak Coronet, so we have some life to play with here. Alright, well, Wurmcoil is annoying. We can race it. Okay. Okay. Okay, well. That's that, I guess. Get in there for 5. The Daybreak Coronet last turn was good. The 3 whiffs here are not great. We get to try again next turn, though. We get a Horizon. He goes back up to 11. We get a Horizon Canopy. It's really rough that we missed there, because if our Boggle had 6 toughness, or 6 power, we could actually jump in front of Wurmcoil, and he wouldn't even have attacks, so... Oh, it has protection from creatures. JK, we get to do that anyways. And the Gaddock Teak sitting here being boss because it means he cannot repeal our either of our enchantments. Now, he could Echoing Truth it. I mean, there certainly are some cards he could have here. I think this is a desperation attack, though, given that he thirsted first because he knew he was looking for something in particular. And if he had it, he would probably try to wait and block. So given that he's done this, I think he's hoping that we just let it happen. But we are not. We are going to block. All right, looks like we got there. Spirit Mantle, MVP sometimes. It's a very silly card. Honestly, it's one of those cards that just shouldn't have been printed because protection from creatures is just so stupid. Like, it just makes the game so uninteractive. I mean, True Name Nemesis, for instance, is just a terrible Magic card because of that. And this, when you Spirit Mantle makes that creature's already hexproof. You know, it's the same lines. It just basically becomes immune to everything your opponent can do. But at least True Name has 1 toughness, whereas the Spirit Mantle pluses the toughness. Either way, it's a great card, and that was a good match, and we got there against Blue Tron. So there we go with Bogles. Thank you for watching. We're gonna hopefully continue to keep winning with Bogles. That was a fun one.